What's up, guys? We're here. It's midnight. Jess is actually feeding animals right now. What's up? How are you guys tonight? Wow, you got a lot going on in chat right now. Tony, what's going on? Hey Ben, how are you? Thanks for joining. And what is up? Loving the music, John. That's awesome, Jonathan. I appreciate that. We've been working really hard at this new format for stream cards, and it seems to be working pretty well. Big Tim, what is up? Thanks for joining. Sorry about that late start, but we got wrapped up in something. Like I said, Jess is feeding animals right now. Jonathan, Ben, Zul, Tay, thank you all for being here at midnight. We appreciate it. What is going on, everyone? Yeah, Tony, you are not kidding. It definitely is. It's you got a petting zoo. It takes a lot. Martine, what is going on? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, everybody. How was your weekend going? Because I know we've been having a really productive weekend at the travel show that we were just doing today. We got videos coming from that. I'm talking to Jess whether or not we should go back tomorrow, but I think we should. She thinks we shouldn't, but we got a lot of freebies. And here, I want to show you guys exactly what we got from them. Awesome places we saw. We'll go into a little bit of that too, probably. I know Jess has something that she wants to bring up also that she's been watching, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Some of you may. I don't. I'll wait for her to get into that. Also want to thank Dean at the Live Place for throwing us up there and saying that we're on every night, 3 nights now, and we're loving it. Absolutely loving it. So did a little new thing here too. So if you guys, that'd be awesome. Who's going on? Freebies are awesome, especially at this travel show. So much useful stuff that we actually. So yeah, I'm loving it, and we were media coverage on it too. So another credential for us. Loving it so much. We look mighty refreshed. Martine is saying we look mighty refreshed. Well,
we took a post-con nap.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You don't have to see. I made it. You don't have to. We don't have to crank. Yeah. Because you know she's gonna want up.
It's Bobby.
There's the dog. There's the dog. Giving them a rundown of what we were doing. I don't know, you probably heard me, so.
I did.
I know you did.
I was right there.
I know you were.
Feeding animals.
Yeah. Feeding time at the Two Real Geeks. It definitely is.
We do have our very own zoo.
Jonathan said, Leia. That is her.
Easy.
Say hi. Say hi.
Say hi, people.
Give paw.
Hi, people.
Give
How
paw.
are
Give
you?
paw. Give paw.
How are you?
Give paw.
It's so nice to see you.
Give paw. Come on, you stink. Yeah, she gave paw to y'all. There you go.
Saying hi to my friends.
You want to, I was telling them about your new obsession.
Oh.
I think it is.
Is it for you?
It's
Why
not
are you
for me.
obsessed?
No, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand why it's on TV and the channel it's on.
You know,
ATJH Travels, what is up? Good to see you in a midnight stream. Hey, how are you, buddy?
hey everybody. Okay, so like you know how randomly sometimes you'll get like you'll just be like flipping through TV and you come across some just like sports thing, but for some reason you just kind of get sucked into it. Like we've done it with bowling.
Playing a cat food.
She sure
Actually,
did,
when-
actually.
When we were out, she did. This dog and cat food. Anyways, back to your random on TV.
Cause like, you know, we don't really follow sports. We're not that kind of like people. I mean, I used to follow basketball mostly in New York.
Yep.
I like the Liberty, so I used to go to games and stuff like that. But for the most part, you know, we don't really get into too much sports stuff. But then sometimes there's some like sports, and you'll just kind of like end up watching it.
Gosh.
I just watched the National Collegiate Corn. Yo, I watched these people play some very competitive cornhole. I did not know that was a thing.
In the other room, and I get, Danny, come here, look at this.
Well, like, what else would you do? Like, somebody else has to verify that what you're. And these people.
Oh, it was unfortunately very real.
On TV, it was like college alumni cornhole teams, and I don't exactly even works or what it has to do with anything, but
When did cornhole become an official sport?
I feel like I need to like
Cornhole now. She's gonna become a professional cornholer.
no, I don't think that is my like.
How can you? I'm a cornholer.
But you know what?
How can you even say that without laughing? I'm a professional cornholer. Well, I mean, really.
No, if I was gonna do something, I would join like roller derby or something.
We do have a roller derby team here in Atlanta,
I know we
and
just
they're
don't.
actually pretty good.
We just don't have enough health insurance.
Martine,
for derby.
cornhole is a collegiate sport, and they say marching band isn't a sport. Well, I mean, you know what weird things they put? The cheerleading's on the ESPN. I mean, I guess not. But you know what else is on as a sport is drone racing.
Really?
Yeah. They also put the esports on ESPN now too.
Well, the spelling bee is on ESPN, isn't it?
That's a sport.
I think it is.
That's good. What do you want? What do you want? This is what you want?
Stop messing with my brother.
Jonathan said drone racing is a sport. Wait.
That's snarked on.
Tony said it can't be official cornhole because I don't see anyone drinking Old Milwaukee and smoking Marlboro. Right?
That is true. What? Why are you doing that to her?
Because this is what she wants. She wants to play. We'll get a toy. Yeah, drone racing I can get because drone racing, they actually go through obstacles and things like that. Yeah.
That could be interesting. See, that is exactly the type of dumb sport that we would come across and then be like, check this out, and then watch it for like an hour.
I did that. I really did. And it was actually pretty cool. So, I mean, tonight, other than cornhole, we're not.
You brought it up.
Yeah, because it was just weird. Jonathan saying sometimes with the heart. Yeah, sometimes.
No, she's the best puppy in the whole
And so
world.
she eats cat food.
She's the plus cat food.
Right. But so you want to talk about the show that we went to? You want to show them stuff?
Where do you have the stuff?
It's right here.
Did you gather it all together from the different bags?
Can you? It's all in that one. It's everything's in that bag.
So,
Dog. Yeah, you get out of there.
there's nothing in there for puppies.
So
They weren't giving out
Here.
treats. I mean, they were. They were giving out people treats.
everywhere there
Every
was
booth had like
there was mints
little
and
chocolates, little mints, little everything. You were just walking by like.
Todd Chain old school 70s roller derby. That's actually what we have here in Atlanta, Tony. We actually have the old school.
We had it in New York too.
Yeah. New York team wasn't that good. Here in Atlanta, the team's actually pretty good. The Atlanta team is really good apparently. So I want to go check that out. I got to do a video from there.
I'm afraid to go.
Yeah, because you're gonna want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I should just go on my own.
You really should not let me go.
Nah, I'd be all right.
That's my kind of sport.
Jordan, what
is everything? Yeah, I would be really good at that because I like hitting people and roller skating.
Say hi to
And
Jordan.
Hi, Jordan. And a pretty much all-encompassing point of the roller derby
Dog,
is roller
get
skating
down.
and hitting people. I'm great at those things. I've been training my whole life for this. Practicing. Stop. She doesn't want to play like that. You do.
Martina was saying, I was just saying that I could totally see Jess doing that. Yeah, she would. Look, you got to look at everything for it too. Exactly. No, we're not playing with the toy. This toy's stinky.
I gotta come up with my roller derby name.
Bitch on wheels.
No,
That's probably taken.
that's not how it works.
Isn't that how it works? How's it work? No, Ben, she is not. It's all right.
What?
Wow, Jess is beating up Danny.
You ain't seen nothing yet, guys.
Stop. Oh, stop. All right, do you want to get into the show and our goodies? So, the show we went to today was actually really fun. Wait, hold on. Jordan said, give you that paper ahead pet for me.
I haven't looked in this bag yet.
Oh,
I don't really know everything.
I had pet. She loves those. This is actually really cool. I like
like
that.
a water bottle?
Yeah, where's this from?
South Walton, Florida.
South Walton, Florida was there.
Florida.
There was a whole Florida
Section.
alley. A whole alley to
You
Florida.
toured all of Florida.
Yeah,
from
but it was-
northern Florida to southern.
Yeah, it was cool though. It was really.
Love that because we're close by.
Yeah.
So, anything that we can get to driving
Yep.
reasonably are
Yep.
going to be like the trips that are going to. So there was local.
So many connections
stuff
we
there.
made today too.
Yes. Hopefully, like
They've come through.
I think like the things that we did today are going to end up popping up on the chapters. Because it'll take us literally probably that long to
Yeah.
get to all of the places.
Yeah, no,
that we
there was
checked out
a
today.
lot of things that we definitely gathered so much in adventures that we can go to.
So this is cool.
So yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, we're calling our videos and stuff now adventures. So we're taking you all on.
I think you've always kind of done that.
Yeah, well,
though.
there's more of official now. So
So we got a little water
yeah, this is cool.
baggie
It's a little water bag, but you get to clip it onto like your
for bringing water for the dog.
For the dog, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't know
You
how
could probably put it in the freezer too.
I wouldn't. I really wouldn't.
All right, the people of Tallahassee had a serious swag game. I have to give it up to Tallahassee.
Awesome.
Your swag game was
Yep.
on point.
Ben said, wine.
Yeah, right? It's a wine bag. So Danny's glasses are
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee was giving out sunglasses. I got purple ones. They're around here somewhere.
Hashtag I heart. And visit Tallahassee.com
Tallahassee also gave
But-
out
Yeah.
these little spray bottles of sunscreen.
Really got to go back and get more of these too. Like these little spray bottles of sunscreen are so useful. It was
Which-
awesome.
I could not figure out. Like, I grabbed one because it looked really interesting. I thought it might be bubbles for a second.
I thought so. Yeah,
I literally
Hey,
thought, I
Shelley.
was like, oh, bubbles.
yeah.
But I was incorrect. It is not bubbles. So Danny figured out what it was.
Yeah,
So I'll
so-
let him show you because I can't figure it out.
This
But
is
he
how-
did.
This is how it comes, okay? So I can see how Jess thought it was bubbles. I thought it might have been like some kind of like weird
It looks like
pen,
wedding,
like a wedding
the
bubble.
bubbles.
Yeah. But it has a clip. I'm like, all right, this has to do something with travel. It has to because we're at a travel show. So you open. This is what you get inside of it, but it extends. Okay, so then that's what you're left with when it inside there. I don't know if you can see that. So there in there, you squeeze the top of it, and I'm like, okay, what is that? And I pull it out, and then there's a brush. But realistically, it's just that you can attach to your bag, your keys, or whatever, and the straw's out, to clean it out. So that was awesome. So a lot of these places and attractions, public places and stuff, aren't giving you straws anymore. So to have this is
Yeah.
priceless. That's
It was
great.
really cool.
Yeah, no,
Speaking
that-
of metal shows,
yeah. Shelly, how are you tonight? And thanks for joining us.
oh, look, it's a pen that like. We have so many pens.
So- that thing's bright. Don't shine that at my. Yeah, that's bright.
That's cool though.
Yeah,
The purple pen is mine.
Those
And
are-
it's purple. This
it's
is
purple.
from
Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy.
Georgetown, Colorado. Colorado is
Train people.
Yeah.
That was the train people that I grabbed that from.
I'm gonna like try to put all our
Ben
swag-
said paper straws are the worst. Ben, you are so right. And
Yeah,
it is.
paper straws
Martine
are-
saying it's so handy. Martine said that is perfect to nurse it is the pen.
Yeah, seriously.
But every table had pens, so we have a whole.
I wasn't even taking pens. I didn't know you were. Danny.
Yeah, I would say-
taking pens.
I took
I got like multiple.
Yeah.
There's a
I
lot of
took, like-
things.
I took like enough pens to open an Office Depot, I think.
I think this one is all.
Well, Jonathan, at least you're on our stream, and that's what matters. So
More pens.
more
The
pens.
kind that you can.
Yeah, the stylus pens, yeah. There was a lot of the stylus pens around too. There was a lot of the flashlight ones too, though.
You should have gotten the swag different bags.
That's all right. Just pull it
There's
all
no
out.
way that it's all here. Where's the rest? Did you get the stuff out of the other bags and put it all in here?
Yeah, everything's in there.
Right. So this is.
The bag of books. There's a lot of books.
We
Oh
have
my
so
gosh,
much.
these bags were so heavy.
We have a lot of
walking
stuff
around.
to go through
Oh
and
wait,
like look
where's
at
the backpack thing?
the Hogwarts backpack.
No, the drawstring backpack that I grabbed, the orange one.
It was inside the. I think I put it.
Danny will be right back.
Go look.
Danny will be right back.
Alright. Oh, these were my Tallahassee purple ones. I'm serious. Tallahassee swag game was keeping mine out. It put me in such a festive travel mood that I broke out my Disney drinker from the last time we went to Disney. The best drinkers of all time, the Halloween one.
You know what's funny is we actually found Disney resort mugs in Goodwill.
Yeah, we did.
In Goodwill, we found.
Grabbed them.
Yeah, they were like last year's.
But We got T-shirts from Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, Pigeon Forge was there, and Pigeon Forge was so awesome.
They were the people that Danny was most looking forward to talking to, too. Like, before the show, Danny was like, gotta go talk to the people at Pigeon Forge. I'm like, I was like, gotta talk to Pigeon Forge.
But realistically,
there's a lot of stuff to do there.
There's a lot to do in
Dollywood,
Pigeon, right?
Really
and I really like my is to go to Dollywood this summer, and Pigeon Forge was like, "Hey, contact us. We'll see what we can do to help you guys out." And, they liked what what we were saying, and we liked obviously them, their theme park and everything. But it's more than just Dollywood and Pigeon Forge. There's a lot. There's a bridge that Jess will not go on. I guarantee this, that crosses over the whole gap over there, and so much fun. I gotta get there.
Through the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, no.
Yeah, there's a glass part of the bridge, and it's like a wire. You wouldn't like it.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, so Ben, why haven't you donut chips? That thing was amazing, guys.
How does this thing work again?
Give me my thing. I'll show you.
It's like this.
Right.
Oh, you gotta pull something out.
Yeah, there's a little tab. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I picked this up. This thing is so cool. Yeah. It's basically, it straps onto you like your arm or something, and the guy said that it lasts you at least like 2 years. So
we could put it on Blair when she goes outside so people can see her in the dark. It doesn't have to go around her neck.
But you know what I'm thinking too is just like, when we're out or something, you could attach this like the backpack or something, and like events or something, just turn it on. You're like, oh, okay, that's that's where we are, things like that at parks and stuff, and it's cool. Yeah, John, that's exactly what it is. It's Jonathan said it's running bands for joggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how the guy had it, like
on his upper arm here, and
thank you, Jonathan. Let's see, where were these from? Lake.
These are cool.
They're
not Christmas ornaments, I'll tell you that. I thought that's what they were.
But they could be.
Yeah, they could be. But
they are.
They open up. I'm not. And inside this is actually a poncho. So when I was like, yeah, we need those.
Yeah. We're gonna keep these in the bag so when it rains,
yeah,
when we're out with our equipment and stuff one day.
Exactly.
We're gonna be poncho.
So it clips onto to the bag or keys and stuff. Yeah. No, that's not how they go. Like, those are so awesome. Right? Martine said blue balls.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Because I knew Danny would get mad at me.
Ben said that's clever. Honestly, I didn't even think of it, and I would have been the first one to think of that. Ben said that's clever. It really is. Right? It really is.
These are gonna come in real handy one day.
Like I was telling.
We're gonna thank the people of Lake.
I was telling Jess, like I really do want to go back there, just get more.
It's the worst.
I am the worst, but to get more free stuff, I mean, heck yeah. This is all useful swag though. Like,
oh, this was from North.
Is that business card?
That's the one that we got the running band from, and he also had a business card, like a. How does this? It's like a USB or whatever.
Yeah. So North Florida was cards like this, which is awesome. On the back of his little kayak, but the piece flips up, and then card. So on here is
What?
yeah. So on here is all the promotional information from North Florida, like a media pack based business card. So
Crazy, right?
it's
I
awesome.
feel like we need to check those out one day. We could be giving out business cards with little video previews of us.
You know how much those probably are? Yeah. I don't think it'll be worth it for us, but well, maybe.
I got a little purple straw from the Tallahassee people.
Yep.
So then he has an orange one, but I have a purple one.
Dog, what are you doing now?
This is my chapstick from the app in North Carolina.
North Carolina's the Outer Banks, yeah. Yeah.
Vanilla.
Right, Jonathan? It's cool promotion business card. Like, you know, I got a whole bunch of USB drives that I don't be using.
I feel like
That's hand sanitizer. You just broke it. Yes, you did. Don't spray it in your face. The thing too is every one of these boots and stuff. That's the big thing too is they all had hand sanitizers. There was a lot of hand sanitizer we brought home. It's not a bad thing to have and carry around with you these days, especially if you're traveling to these places.
there's stuff missing. Sure.
I gave you these 2 bags here.
Got a bunch of luggage tags from different places. This one's Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forges was actually like it's a silicone tag. It doesn't have the insert. It's actually just right on the tag, so you don't lose the paper.
Let's see what this is.
Toothbrush holder.
Oh, very cool. And a little suction cup you can stick it up on things. Hold your toothbrush.
Yep. Yep. Those are cool.
From
I think.
no, up country, South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got a bottle opener from Perry, Georgia.
I grabbed that.
No.
Well, I'm telling you, we really do need to go back and grab more swag. Because
I really think we got plenty of swag.
no, I don't care about the books. I just want their swag. Just give me your swag. Give me the free
Like
stuff.
we literally had to stop and go back to
Yeah.
the car at one point just to drop off books because like I couldn't carry.
Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, that was a lot. These books got really heavy, honestly.
Where is the box from Miami? The white box.
What you do with it?
It was in a bag.
It's around. It might be in the car still. What was that though?
Like a pop-up lantern.
Oh, like a tent light?
They had one hanging up on the thing
Oh,
in the
okay.
lighthouse.
Yeah, it was a tent light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miami has some cool stuff too.
Tell you, Miami, that booth really, they really offer a lot of stuff in Miami. Miami really, like, I was really impressed by what I was seeing from Miami's booth.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Not so city-wise, but their excursions and their, you know, their adventure, you know, through like the Everglades and things like that. Like they're reaching their backyard to you now from Miami. They don't want you, not necessarily city like the Miami, like Dade County, South Beach and all that. They don't want you to think Miami of that. They want you to realize that there's more to Miami. There's a backyard to Miami. Bring you so much more adventure and a lot to explore, like underwater
That and like their
parks and
cultural
stuff. And,
neighborhoods, because I
Yeah.
guess Miami has a lot of like,
Yeah.
you know, cultural Haiti and
yeah, they do. They do.
stuff like that.
It's a lot of Cuban
their art
infused,
stuff.
yeah.
And stuff like that. So Miami seems like it might be cool down there.
Yeah.
And check it out. It's so funny when, like, cause we were on a tour in the morning, and the lady was like, "Oh, when you think of Miami, you think of, you know," and she's saying,
and I'm like Dexter.
and no. Not what I thought of either, because she was saying like Miami Vice or like what
Dexter.
else? She said another show, and I'm like the Golden Girls.
Golden Girls.
I was thinking the Golden Girls.
I was really thinking Dexter.
See, there's so much. South Beach Towing.
South Beach Towing. Oh, that train wreck.
Yo, did you guys ever watch those shows?
Bernice.
There used to be that showing. Yeah, Bernice was my.
Bernice.
I love you so, Bernice. That lady was hilarious. But that show was so good, South Beach Towing. And then there was Wiener Circle. That's what it was called.
No, that was in Chicago.
Well, I know it wasn't in Miami. They were just both on the same like network, or like around the same time. That was like the other like really crazy show we used to watch.
Shelly's saying Miami Ink.
Miami Ink is good. I've seen it a few times. Like tattoo shows, but they never hold my attention for too long. Like I don't stay watching them regularly, but then I'll get into something and I'll check it out again. So I go kind of back.
Tony, I'm so glad you got your South Beach body ready. I really am, buddy. That's great. I love it.
But yo, if you guys have never seen that show, The Wiener Circle, you should like go find old episodes or something like that.
Why are you keep bringing this week? All I hear from her is about this show. I thought of it
recently because I forgot it existed, but it like popped into my head last week, and I was like, "Oh my god, whatever happened?"
Ben said he'll never have a South Beach body.
I used to.
You don't want to see mine on South.
Now I'm a little chunkster like Leia.
Ben,
me and Leia.
I don't think anybody's a fan of the banana hat. Now, if we're talking about the Borat hat, no, let's not.
There's always money in the banana stand.
Until you burn it down. But yeah, there was Florida definitely took a lot.
That's some of the swag that we got today, even though I know that Danny is missing like a whole bunch of it. We got some really cool stuff.
Well, we're just gonna have
to
go back and
get more. We got pins from the passport people up to like people that work for foreign consulates, and they told us what they do to rescue you if you do bad things or get in trouble overseas.
Yeah. Wow.
Stuff like that. So.
Yeah, that was scary. It makes me want to stay here.
I don't know, like I've always been a little intimidated by foreign travel, like to any country where they don't really. It's going to be difficult. To, because I can pick up a little bit, but I've never been.
A lot of these countries, you look at somebody the wrong way, they'll arrest you, and that's it. You're done.
Well, I would not go to those. I mean, there's certain places I'd really like to go, though. I'd really like to go to Italy. I just want to go on an eating tour of Italy. Like, there's a lot of cool things to see, but we're not really big on like.
I'm so glad somebody caught on to what we were talking about. And of course it is Tony with our was so ahead of its time.
Yes.
Thank you, Tony. Shelly said that
Baby Buster.
that Ireland and Scotland are on her list.
Yeah, I would really like. I mean, yeah, that's really pretty. I would love to go. Ireland and Scotland are good because I know people there, and
They speak English.
and they speak English. So like England one day to see where Harry Potter's from.
See where Harry
What
Potter's.
other one do I want to do?
I don't know.
For some reason, Japan. I would love to go to Japan. It's really intimidating to me though. Like, it looks. Yeah.
I'll be happy with Vegas.
Because that's one that's gonna be hard for me to pick up.
I'll be happy with California and Vegas.
We'll be touring the 50 states first. For sure.
I was gonna say, how about we continue with the other side of the United States before we else,
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Well, in reality, we're not going anywhere. Like, oh no, I'm not saying never. I'm just saying not soon. Like,
Hey, Keystone, what's going on, buddy? I mean,
we're taking some domestic trips soon.
Yeah. I hope sooner than later, but that'd be nice. Actually, well, we are talking sooner than later anyway, so we'll see what happens. I think Pigeon Forge might be the first on that list. But, I mean, we do have a bunch here locally, too. So, I mean, we got Six Flags opening up next weekend. We got the Toyland coming up. So, it's not like we're not busy,
We have so much stuff coming up. Like, it's kind of crazy to me, like, how our schedule gets filled up now, like... Without really like,
it's almost to the point where it's like, all right, I need to start making money on this so I can and do this.
And, have more time to dedicate to things.
Well, it really like if we had more time, like point like now coming up where it's like I need at least Friday, Saturdays, Sundays to do all this stuff. And
but you know what? You have to look at it this way, like when it's over the summer, parks and stuff won't only be open on the weekends. And
right.
We like during the weekdays.
Well, the weekdays for any park, we all know this, that any park on the weekdays are dead. Well,
not always dead, but definitely way better than it's going to be on the week. Trying to cover a lot of things in a park when we only have a short burst to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I much prefer to do it on a weekday. So that's not saying that,
But then also look at, we have our live streams we bring to them on our Monday, Wednesday, and then tonight.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday.
Our schedule right there for our live streams, like you see Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, so.
I missed you guys this past Monday. I was not feeling good.
Yeah, things have been crazy. Let me leave that up a little longer for you guys. Soak it in. And remember it.
What?
On our schedule.
Oh.
Our schedule.
Oh.
Tony keeps pushing for us to come out to Ohio to go to Cedar Point too.
We definitely
I
should.
definitely want to get to Cedar Point on it. Find ways to do this and it'll be great. Hey, Rock and Robin, what is up?
I know Ohio too.
Who do you know?
Tiffany lives in Ohio.
Like the band Tiffany?
You're gonna sing them all. You mean like Tiffany? Sort of like Tiffany.
What's up, Mike? Mike went to a John Waite concert. Put it up here. John Waite.
Junior.
I don't know who that is, Mike.
Sounds cool though.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably should. I'm a little out of the loop on
Just
current
out.
music.
You're just out there. Out there. They are out there. We got 15 people watching this on midnight. That's crazy. This is one of our higher. Number of people in our stream right now.
I think we.
No, we're not. Definitely not alone. We appreciate you guys being here. Now she's singing Tiffany.
I think we're below now.
I had to plant
You started it.
I had to plant it. Oh, I'm losing something here. There. Because I wear my sunglasses at. It's crazy. We're driving around the past 2 days in the car. But Phil Collins playing in the car.
A lot of Phil Collins. And like obscure Phil Collins.
It's not obscure.
I mean, and not the ones that you on the radio.
No.
Like no In the Air Tonight.
No.
No Susudio.
No. No. Don't mess with me. I'm not in the mood for you.
Why is there a light over there? What is that? Is it your phone?
That's my
What
phone.
is that?
My phone.
Why is it over there?
Because
like
it wants to be. Ben! No!
What?
Ben said Phil Collins, yawn. Really? Like. Thank you, Tony. Tony said, there are no obscure Phil Collins songs. Just people who don't know great music. Thank Gosh. And then they kept playing the Sticks too, so I mean, I'm good.
Why does everything remind me of South Park? Tiffany.
Because what would Brian Boitano do?
It was one of the really early episodes when they like have the sled race on Phil Collins Hill, and it's like the mountain that looks like
Feeling it
and the one with
coming in
finger
the
bang
air.
is the one where they're like, we're gonna sing in the mall.
Oh gosh.
You mean like Tiffany? And Cartman's like, sort of like Tiffany, yeah.
Oh man.
Don't forget to bring
Wait, so wait. Ben, Phil Collins was a great artist. Tony, Ben goes, was is the operative word. That is horrible. Oh man.
But Genesis.
Seriously, without Genesis, there wouldn't be anything else.
You little booger.
Mike,
You little
exactly.
booger.
You know, it's so weird. I've actually seen Stick Dan live. They actually, in their old age, they get better and better every time.
Weirdly enough, you know who I've seen more than anybody else live?
Who?
Take a wild guess.
Who?
That's not a guess. No, not the Who. I'm not old enough to see the Who.
No, who have you seen live more than anybody else? Let's see, who have you seen? Manson?
Yep.
Yeah. Ben, no, that's you who's seen Barry Manilow.
Hey, Manilow. Oh, Mandy. Well, you came and you gave without take. But I sent you away. Oh,
Ben,
man.
yeah. Texas Rider, what's going on? Ben, you are. Ben said Styx is great.
Her name was Lola.
Ben said Styx is as long as they don't play Kilroy.
I'm singing.
Actually, it's funny you said that because Mike Wheeler is actually singing that right now.
See, great
Yep.
minds.
Yep.
Me and Mike Wheeler.
No, really, Styx is. They get better and better in their old age as they play live, and it's not even a joke. The last concert I went to, like the whole arena was just rocking. Like like, there was the crowd and them, and it was just this energy, crazy. It was.
That was like that New Kids on the Block concert. Who is actually my runner-up to who I've seen.
Mr.
Marilyn-
Roboto live. Is
Marilyn Manson.
amazing.
I've done 3 shows, I think.
Mhm.
Like spread out over time, and not because I'm like a huge. Listen to
Wait,
that kind
wait.
of music. I'm not a metalhead. I don't.
Jess, you will be my encore number in my amazing night of concerts.
Thank you. Sail away.
Mike,
But-
have a good night, buddy.
So I saw Marilyn Manson 3 times. Not music necessarily. Well, the first time they were opening for 9 Inch Nails. And I had no idea. I'd never heard of them. They were awesome. And they got very popular right after that tour. No, nobody had heard of them at that point. They were just 9 Inch Nails opening act. I mean, I'm sure people local to where they like came from knew who they were. They got really popular like right following that tour. But he always does a sick concert. Like visually, everything else, like it's just a cool show to go to. So that's mostly why we went.
You want effects and visual? The coolest one that I've been to.
Mm.
I should almost be embarrassed to say that I actually went to one of their concerts, but was actually a concert. Yep. They came out on stage was a giant transformer. Yes. This transformer opened up, had his arms out like this. It shot rockets out and everything, and yeah, that was awesome.
Fur all over my futon.
I actually saw them twice. One. Remember the whole when Napster was around and there was some artists that were like, nah, man, let Napster be. We don't care. Let music and all this. Well, there was a whole Napster like a whole Napster concert that they were giving away free tickets to just to be like, and it was in New York at the Hammerstein Ballroom, and it was Limp Bizkit and Cypress Hill.
I would go see Cypress.
That was interesting. That was an interesting concert. It literally was like half the room was different type. Like they were here for Cypress Hill, they were here for Limp Bizkit.
That was like the time that I went to a taping for Comedy Central, and it was David from In Living Color and Scott Thompson from The Kids in the Hall.
Oh, jeez.
That was a very odd crowd to be in. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and Scott Thompson from Kids in the Hall told a joke that almost got killed, but I'm not gonna say.
Ben saw Elvis Costello and the Police together. That was a great.
That's cool.
That had to be a great show.
Yeah.
Elvis Costello together. That had to be a great show. Like seriously, a great show. I mean, I definitely been to some concerts.
You come from the land of Monday.
No, he didn't say the Men at Work. No, not even close. Pirate Princess Red, what is up? It's okay that you're late, but you're here. It matters. How are you? Wait. See, Tony's more of my type of right now because he's saying that he's been typo negative or no doubt. You know. Into a No Doubt concert, or
I'm singing No Doubt to Tony from now on every time I see him. Like Tony, it's bananas, B-A-N-A.
not No Doubt.
Yeah, not technically. Well, I'm not gonna go around singing to speak. That gay crap.
Tony's just a girl living it, you know.
Well, you know me.
He's just
how much
walking.
I love Gwen.
He's just walking. Leave a message and he'll call you back. What?
I heard something.
There's a dog under the futon. That's what you heard.
But not her. Why are there pillows under my food? I just washed those pillows.
My butt needs
I
cushioning.
just washed those pillows. Literally, like, inside them. And Danny's like, oh,
I'm going to keep this stream streaming at least for the next 24 hours, and I'm going to sit here until I have witnesses that I'm still alive.
I'll just use a slow-acting poison.
Leia, why? Why are you licking me? Why? This is, huh? Tony, I can beat anything, and you know my story, Tony. You know about the Foo Fighters, Tony. So, yeah. What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. My stick. What do you have to add tonight? What else are we talking about here? Talking about how we're going back to the show tomorrow. Keep bothering you with that one all night.
But nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Tony, that's true. They are not Peter Steele, so.
New Saturday Night Live tonight.
I don't know if there's a new Saturday Night
Well,
Live
John
tonight.
Mulaney's supposed to host. I thought it was last week, but then there wasn't one last week. So I'm guessing it's the same.
You're never live anymore
Oh no,
because
I
they're
gotta
so
check it out though,
unpredictable.
because I do love John Mulaney. He used to be a writer for Saturday Night Live. He's the one who does like one of the voices on Big Mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick Kroll do like the two main characters. And he's the one who used to write those Stefan sketches.
Yeah.
That what's his name? Bill. They were hilarious. Oh no.
What? 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 You don't know?
I don't know.
What? Who the heck is that?
I don't think anybody knows who that is. You want Leia to eat him? Because that's what's about to happen. Flynn Rider.
Oh, what is up?
It was nice
What?
knowing you.
No.
And now Leia's gonna rip your head off. Don't. Hey, yeah, sure, get her riled up, because then she can go rip the toy's head off. There she goes. Leia's gonna go rip the toy's head off now.
No, she's not.
Because Danny first went hee and played with it in her face, and then got her all riled up in mode.
Crazy dog. Crazy dog. Marilyn Manson is awesome. People riot at Ozfest in Columbus when they no-showed. Yep. Ozfest crowds are crazy. Build up and burn the fence down. Yep, that sounds about an Ozfest right there. I was at Ozfest one year, and it started pouring rain. Papa Roach was on stage, and they were basically, yelling at everybody on the lawn because they were up on the lawn. They wanted people in front of the stage. They were covered nice and dry, all this. They paid all their money for their ticket. And, when a band tells you to do something, there's people out there they want. So they literally started taking chunks of mud and grass and everything and just started launching it down at the people underneath the canopy. So there was a huge going on. These people were using the hill as a slide and everything. And it was crazy. So they came out and they were like mud down here. We're stopping the show and you all can go home. When we left, there was no grass. No grass at all. Yeah.
Wild animals.
Basically. Well, that's what happens when you're at an all-day concert. And people just get stupid.
A lot of y'all were probably stupid going in.
Yeah, well, we saw this, and me and the guys that I was with, we saw this, and we kind of, let's step to the side because this is not worth it.
Puppy fur everywhere.
Not a gross
Bulldog glitter.
I'll tell you later.
What?
I'll tell you later.
What?
Nothing.
About what?
Nothing. Time to go buy a t-shirt. So, you're going to buy our t-shirt, Shelly? You should go buy a Two Real Geeks t-shirt. You should go buy a Two Real Geeks hoodie and a t-shirt and a mug.
Please hold for shameless self-promotion.
I'll take it and I'll use it wherever I can. Do it all day.
You're banned from calling us influencer.
We are influencers.
No.
We influence so many YouTubers and influencers. We influence people to go out and have fun and
I
go
don't
on
adopt
adventures.
that label. It's me.
It's a me.
It's a me, Mario.
It's a me. But
What, monkey?
I'm not a monkey.
Monkey.
I am not a monkey.
Monkey. What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just playing with something. I thought it wasn't going to. Influenzas. Oh, Ben said he loves Superstore. We can't. I don't know.
I've been watching some of the later episodes, and they're kind of funny. Like, the early episodes, I just couldn't get into it, but I think I need to, I have Parks and Rec.
Oh my god, that show is so funny.
I couldn't get into Parks and Rec for the longest time, but then, people loved it, and somebody said to me, skip the first season. They didn't quite have it all together. Started season 2, and I did, and I loved it. So I kind of feel like I need to do the same thing with Superstore, skip ahead a little bit. Some of the, recent episodes I've seen have been really cute. So maybe I could like it.
It's like The Office.
And it has another Kids in the Hall on it.
That's like the...
Kids in the Hall. I don't know if you guys even know about Kids in the Hall, huh?
That's like The Office also.
Yeah. Well,
Like
yeah,
you
no.
don't.
No,
I do. The Office is funny.
I tried, but
The Office is really funny. You should watch it again. Give it a try. Just watch the whole thing. I don't understand how you don't like The Office. Like, there's no, like, there's, you don't need to have watched the episode before. No.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's how it works. It's funny. Steve is he's pretty funny too. So he's good.
He is. I like.
See, that's the other thing right there. Tony said too. Is things sound nice. See, I like the American version better than the British version. Like that's also, it's like that's one of those, like, you liked it, like, you know, that one. Like, I didn't like the British one.
In general, British humor doesn't always do it for me. But I really like Ricky Gervais.
That's what I was just gonna say too. So you
I mean,
may like the British
I don't
version.
love every idiot thing Ricky Gervais does, but especially like his comedy specials though and stuff like that. His older comedy shows that he did.
I really want to go back and watch those HBO ones again.
What?
The podcast ones?
Yes.
Yeah.
That show was hilarious. On HBO, what was the name of it? What did they call it?
Yeah, Tony. Yes.
Yeah, it was the Ricky Gervais show.
Yeah,
right?
it was the Ricky Gervais show.
So, they had the Ricky Gervais show, which was him doing the podcast with Stephen Merchant and Carl Pilkington, but they drew little cartoons of them. So it was like the cartoons doing the podcast, and oh my God, Carl Pilkington, he will just.
He's like, so funny.
He's just the way that like his and stupidity sometimes like cracks Ricky Gervais up is the funniest
What's
part.
the cartoon that people
Ricky
compare him to? It was a PBS show, right? It was a kids cartoon. Oh, Caillou. Yeah, Caillou.
I hate Caillou. Freaking hate that show.
Yeah, that he so funny. And when he did that Idiot Abroad show,
yeah, that was funny too.
I think it was funnier. Second season when he was with Warwick Davis.
Cartoon Carl Pilkington is the best Carl Pilkington. Like that show is so. Watch it every week and just die.
Can you move those bags? It's like shameless promotion for like AAA right there. Like, like Picture Ford. Yeah, that's fine, but like AAA was just like clearly like it was at the bottom of the screen here. I was like, what is that? SCTV.
That was good. SCTV was a great show.
Yeah.
Watch some of that. What was it that I wanted to go back and watch? Oh, well, Batman. I want to look for old episodes of Batman.
Batman.
But,
yeah, no, seriously. Maybe we start doing that tonight. That'd be fun.
I'm going to throw this in tonight because I don't really talk about movies in my Monday night stuff so much. So I'll throw it out there.
Go ahead.
If you guys don't know, now you know, that, I mean, I won't 100% speak for Danny, but for the most part, he's on my level. Like, I take my horror movie seriously.
I'm on your level?
I do not.
I'm on your level?
As far as what I'm saying.
Oh,
Okay.
My level is way
Oh, buddy. Whoa. When it comes to movies, there is no genre. There is no anything.
I'm not
where
talking
your
movie, I'm just talking life.
Is anywhere near mine. A little peanut.
Anyways, good. Keep going.
We're gonna talk about life.
No, we're talking.
Junior.
We're talking about what you're talking about because I know what you're talking about. So go ahead.
So anyway.
Say it 5 times.
So when it shut up. So when it comes to horror movies, I'm the remakes and reboots and stuff like that. I think like 99% of them are horrible crap. And like that Child's Play one, that It movie, blah. That what was the other one? Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street. Please don't ever get me started on what a piece of crap that was. So when this Candyman whatever was coming out, what?
You said it once.
Said what once?
What'd you say?
I was not really like, I mean, whatever with the trailer and was coming out and blah blah blah. And at first there was like a teaser that I like got some weirdly mixed reviews, and I was like, oh, that doesn't sound promising. So the Candyman trailer is out now. I saw it. Wow, like for real, it looks like it might actually be good.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually seeing the new Candyman a lot. We'll see if it holds up. I mean, they can make a lot of things look good in a trailer that really
I'm just mad Tony Todd is coming back.
isn't like actually Candyman.
Yeah, not coming back.
Like I'm gonna have to see like exactly how. I know he makes an appearance in the film, but he's not Candyman, so I'm not sure. Especially when he still looks like totally the same. He could have been Candyman.
Jonathan said Candyman trailer is great, but wish they used their own music to do the chill over Destiny's
really.
Child.
Like it's little things like that was irritating. Yeah, for real. But so
really,
like,
that's what gave a
seeing
horror.
the girl who played what's her name? Not Ruthie Jean. That was the girl who got killed.
Her business partner or whatever.
No, not Bernadette. The girl whose baby gets taken. That I'm like blanking on her name.
Yeah, from the apartment.
Like she's in the new look crazy creepy. But I like the way that they did it. That it's like current day and it's like another resurfacing of Candyman. Like if they had done that with it, because you know it comes back every blah 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 certain amount of years. They could have done an It movie that wasn't like whatever or a new It movie, but we're gonna make it not take like when they're kids. It's not the 50s.
Like
it's
you could have
the
called
80s.
it It 2 or something. Yeah.
Called it anything like.
Yeah.
I don't care, like don't call it It 2. That's a dumbass name. But
yeah,
I'd love to see that. But since it comes, so like if it came back,
it is back.
Like if they fought it in like the 50s, 80s, so it would have been coming back around now anyway. You could have just done a continuation of the story and had it be epic. But no, instead you did a bad movie of the thing that we already loved, but you changed the time period. You changed this, you changed that. But the way that they've done Candyman, where it's not just like we're gonna make the same movie, but make it happen today, or where the original story still exists and it's still, a part of the folklore. I like it.
Tony says the same thing as you. Wish it would have stayed from It.
Yeah.
Tim Curry played the best Pennywise.
1,000%.
I mean, anything Tim Curry was in, they touched, period. Because
you know what they're touching right now?
Sensitive subject, okay, what?
A little bit. Guess. Take a wild guess.
What?
Clue.
Are you serious?
Yup. They are doing some ridiculous version of Clue with like Ryan Reynolds, somebody along those lines. I don't know, but I am not okay in any shape.
Jonathan said
or
Tim Curry in Home Alone 2 is the best after Rocky Horror.
Everything Tim Curry does is.
Pirate Princess Row. Red said no blasphemy.
Yo, they're gonna ruin Clue. I am so upset. Like the most epic
this
cast
gives you
of
more
all
hope is
time.
because Jonathan said Clue might be in works. It's not final.
It's not.
That's what.
So there's still If they were looking online at all at the reactions of people when they were talking about that, like I did not see anybody who was like, "That's a great idea." Everybody was like, "No."
Realistically, like I don't
You
think
can't redo
you
that.
can't redo that kind of movie.
No.
Like there's no popularity in the game. Like when that movie came out, the board games had more popularity when that movie came out.
It has nothing to do with that. Nobody was going to see the movie.
No,
because
it does
of the board
because
game. No, you're okay. You are talking actually now, so we're gonna move along.
But what is it? Milton Bradley or Hasbro? One of the two.
Could you
actually,
stop acting like that game matters for the movie, or like anybody was going?
But without the board game, the movie would never have been.
You want to sit here and tell me again what level anybody's on?
You? Me.
Danny, who to see the Clue movie because it was a really popular board game. Not because it was cast with like the most epic actors of like all time. Had nothing to do with it. It was just a really cool board game. So people wanted to go see the board game movie.
See Colonel Mustard.
Yeah, no. Madeline Kahn or, you know.
Yep, you're so right on that. Pirate Prince Red said, "Oh my God, there are 3 in the movie original." Yep.
Yep, I got them all.
Yep.
On my DVD.
Ben said Ronald Reynolds and.
Okay. I don't want to like get into my serious love of Jason Bateman and who he's turned into as an actor. Love Jason. Like as a kid, I was like, ooh, Justine Bateman's stupid little brother on the Hogan Family. And like he was just this teen actor. And I was like when I was a kid into those like Tiger Beat teen heartthrobs, like did not get into any of that. But that's like what he was, and then he really just time and like whatever, never thought too much about Jason Bateman. But then he came back out of nowhere doing the coolest stuff, and I think he's awesome. No amount of awesome makes it okay to remake Clue.
Oh, that's like this one here too. That's like Jonathan saying when Princess Bride wanted to be redone. It was posted in Twitter. All the celebrities said no to it.
That's the way to do it. See, like as actors, if you say besmirch the good name of this movie,
no, they should not, right? And then Tony, this was Tony. They shouldn't without Andre the Giant.
They should never remake The Princess Bride.
No,
that
Princess
movie
Bride
should
is perfect the way
never
it is.
be remade. I feel the same way about Clue. Never needs another like. It holds.
Ben said when the original Clue was released, all 3 endings were released, but only one for each, depending on which theater you went to see the film. You know that right there. You know,
it was like
that was
gimmick at the time.
Yeah, that's a great way to get people to come back to see the movie. Like oh wait, let's do this. Like all right, the game, there were different endings to the game, but it's also well, how can we make our money? Like maybe it was okay. We need to make money off of this, or
no, I don't think that was
it was just because like there was always different.
That's the whole point of Clue is like you're always gonna have a different ending.
Yeah.
So if you make the movie with one ending, then eventually everybody's gonna know who did it.
So
too.
Ben saying it was Clue A, Clue B, or Clue C is how it was.
Was it like I was a little too young when it first came out to really like see it in the theater, but
yeah, that was pretty cool. So, Jonathan is like full of knowledge right now. Like you and Jonathan
we should be
really
trivia partners.
Yeah, or I was gonna say is really like you guys should do like Mondays together because you were full of entertainment knowledge, and he is on like he knows exactly everything you're talking about with entertainment wise. With it,
Me and Jonathan.
Yeah.
We know
Yeah.
what's up. Be
exactly.
my co-star.
I have Clue FX, and that's an electron. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then they had what? Clue Junior.
Mm-hmm.
Clue Junior was cool. There was always like the different, like the board had a thing under it, and you spun the. There was a thing that you rotated under the board.
When Clue, I never played
And like
Clue Junior.
Yeah.
I was a grown up.
Yeah. Well.
I was like 10. Board game.
Yeah, I know. I got you. I was playing Risk. I mean.
Yeah, right.
How I was.
Yeah.
Crazy game.
I was playing Kerplunk.
Ben has the Simpsons clue. That's awesome.
It's so funny because that's what I was saying that I really wanted. We come across a lot of different monopolies.
Yeah.
Like, they love to put out different versions of Monopoly. But I know that there's some
Smith. What?
That's hilarious. But I know there's some like special edition clues out there, and I really want to get some for game night.
Shelly, is there a Clue Haunted Mansion edition? If not, it should be done. That definitely needs to.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah. Yeah. That definitely needs to get done.
Okay, Shelly, just have a game night. You're never too old to play games.
Exactly. I mean, really, look at what we do on Wednesdays. I mean,
we always did stuff like every year we would always just play games, Yahtzee.
Left, right, center.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. That was really. But
But it's fun. I remember we were like,
Racco. Yeah.
Kerplunk.
Kerplunk. Why is this dog snoring over here?
'Cause you wore her out.
Good. She wears me out. Yeah. You have anything else to go on?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Ow. No.
We're going back tomorrow? Mousetrap. We're looking for Mousetrap. We thought we found it in the Salvation Army. We're like, and then it was just like a different box. It was something we thought. But
I've never played an actual game with Mousetrap. I have no idea how that game is played. I mean, I owned it, and we would regularly set it up and like set it and then put it away. Like, I have no idea what the rules of that game are.
Yeah.
But I know how it all goes.
Yep. But
anyway,
I think we're good.
I think so too.
All right, guys.
I think I'm great. You're good.
Cool. But all right, guys. We're gonna cut it here, I think. Because things Batman to go find to watch.
I'm in the Illuminati.
You are not in the Illuminati, but okay, you wish, I guess, but whatever. But yeah, guys, we are gonna cut it tonight because we gotta go find some Batman to watch. And have a good night, guys.